We're live, Mayor. We're live.
Let's do it one Sharon, so he gets it right away. Thank you.
No seatbacks. You should have told them that.
Auto response on the office.
Oh, okay.
So that way when people outside the organization, it'll
Oh, I see.
you might be getting, just put them in a folder, call it Larry. And then that way when I come back, I can just.
Number 20.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and start this city council meeting for December 12th, 2023 at 7 p.m. If we can all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, we have two guests tonight. We're gonna go ahead and start us off for the evening. We have Jocelyn and Camila Barragan.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, girls. You look very pretty tonight. Thank you for coming and doing the Pledge of Allegiance for us, okay? So these are the girls that have started out. We're gonna go ahead and continue this throughout the year. We're gonna be inviting kids from the elementary, maybe some from high school, junior high, whoever wants to come, but to get the kids involved and to know what city council is all about. We got to start them off at a young age, and who knows, they may be sitting up here one day. So thank you, girls. Yeah, so our meeting should be quick, okay? And not too much on the agenda tonight. So can I get a moment of silence, please? Okay, roll call.
Councilperson Vera, Councilperson Arturo, Councilperson Ham.
Can I get a motion to excuse Ann Morales and Antonio Moreno this evening?
I make a motion.
I have a motion by Diana. Second by Vera. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. So we're going to go ahead and go on to 3 to get a vote on the meeting agenda for tonight.
Make a motion to make a consent agenda.
I have a motion by Diane. Second by Vera. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. We're going to go ahead and go on to 4, consent agenda. To approve A through C. So if I can get a motion for them. I have a motion by Diana. I'm sorry, by Vera. And seconded by Diana. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. We're going to go ahead and go on 5, old business. There's none. We're going to go ahead and go on to 6, new business. Approval of the collective bargaining agreement between the City of Mapleton and Teamsters and local number 760 for January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2026. And our discussion was to get those few things adjusted and meet with them. Yeah, meet with them, and then we will be bringing it back to the next meeting. So we're going to go ahead and table this. Yes, so if I can get a motion for the approval of the collective bargaining agreement to table it.
Make approval of collection bargaining agreement.
I have a motion by Diana. Second by Arturo. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. We're going to go ahead and go on to the approval of ordinance 2023-21, an ordinance amending the ordinance number 1007, establishing Mapleton City Hall office hours. So if I can get a motion on that.
Motion for the change of the hours for the city.
I have a motion by Diana. Second by Vera. All in favor? Any opposed?
Aye.
Motion carried. So we're going to go ahead and go on to approval of well 7, the update and change the order of discussion from GNO. Good evening, Jamin.
Good evening again. So again, we talked about this in detail. I can't tell on the screen if I put anybody to sleep, but you know, there was a lot of detail and kind of nuance that goes into the discussion. I'll just reiterate the high points. First of all, so, you know, with the next well, you know, we talked a month ago about the results of the initial well drilling, how the aquifer there was not producing near the water we expected. Since then, we've got the water quality results, and it also it's a very low quality water, and so very disappointing outcome for that well. Like we talked about before, though, the city has the money to drill 2 wells in the funding package, you know, and the best chance for water at this point is to proceed with drilling another well. To that end, you know, given the city's initial sampling tended to indicate that the water quality tended to get better towards if you go east or go north. And so we're, you know, as we discussed there, looking at drilling the next well closer to well 5 instead of well 6, try to move further east to try to get a little bit higher quality water. The aquifer is a little thinner there, but it is, you know, further away, and I hope we get better water there. So we've got our request in the Department of Health to approve the alternate location. We're waiting to hear back on that for their approval there. So that's where we're at. At this point, the driller is scheduled to be back out there sometime in January. They're on another job right now with that drill rig, but they would be back out there in January to drill the next well. That's item 1. Item 2 we discussed in the study session as well, and that's the idea of drilling a test well, the pros and cons. It mitigates some risk. It causes some additional cost. And if you guys want to do that, you know, it's a reasonable approach. It would allow you to essentially find out what's there, literally exactly where your production well would go, with a little bit more information, but it was going to cost probably an additional $70,000. Otherwise, if you don't, then you drill the production well, then you just get what you get and you're hoping for the best. If you drill a test well and the results are bad, then you don't drill the production well and you essentially save that grant money. You don't expend that grant money. Again, this is all paid for with the CDBG grant. It just would be nice to not spend it on an unsuccessful approach. And so that's why the idea of doing a test well is reasonable here. Typically, we won't do test wells because there's a reasonable probability of success. And it doesn't provide that much helpful information. Given how the first well went, there's enough risk here that there is some merit to doing a test well to provide that additional information. We are just getting costs from the contractor today, and so we don't have a formal change order prepared. But if you would like to move forward with this approach, we'd recommend still a council motion to approve a change order. It's been around 70,000, so I would say not to exceed 80,000 or something like that, so that it gives us room to get the exact change order in and dialed in for the mayor's signature in the next few days. And the advantage of that is that would let us get this test well started probably in the next couple of weeks from what we're hearing, rather than everything getting pushed back to the next council meeting. And so it's not the way we normally like to do it, but this construction schedule is what it is. And so if you guys are open to that, and you'd like to move forward with the test well, that would be the approach that I would recommend is approval of a change order, and then we'll prepare the documents for the mayor's signature. Any questions? I know I answered a few questions in the study session, but any additional questions from having heard this a second time?
Bill, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have.
Okay. So I guess what we just need is an approval of the well 7 update and change order discussion for the 70,000.
And make a motion for well 7 to look at the 70,000.
I'm sorry. I would recommend a do not exceed amount of 80,000. It's around 70,000, but I think there's a little with the sales tax, it's a little bit over. I think the actual amount is like 66, but with sales tax, it'll be 72. So I'd recommend a do not exceed of 80, so that we're sure it fits.
So if I can get a motion on C, please.
Well 7 update change on not to exceed 80,000.
So I have a motion by Diana, second by Arturo. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, any visitors' comments this evening? Okay, if you could stand up, we have to have you stand up and state your name and your address, please. Thank you.
Rosa Martinez, 421 Furnace Street. And my question is, when is the last day for the outgoing council?
Next meeting would be December 26th.
Yeah, it would be nice if they were here so we can thank them for their services.
I will let them know. I know Anne was out today, and Antonio back on. Yeah, he should be back on. But I will.
Okay.
I'll let them know. Thank you
so much.
Anybody else? Any comments?
My name is Mona. I'm the and I have what's the code of conduct for the council?
So we do have, everybody signs a code of conduct at the beginning of the year when they're sworn in. So they have to sign it. So come January, they will have to sign the code of conduct once again, and they will be held liable for all the misconduct.
So the meeting that they were supposed to go to this weekend, was that mandatory?
It was mandatory.
And what does mandatory mean to you guys?
Well, mandatory means you should
You're
be
supposed to be
there.
there?
You're supposed to be there.
Okay, so what was the reason for them? not
So
being there?
it goes back on me, and I will take that. I thought we were gonna be able to do the Zoom here. Because, you know, we would have to have her driven like out of town or gone to Olympia. So I thought, well, we'll do it here. Well, when I asked the office if they had registered us, they had not registered us. So I reached out to another city and they told me, you're able to come up here. I go, even if we're not registered, they're fine because people that were giving the workshop that day, which is AWC, only went to certain towns. So I think locally it was Zilla and in Richland. So we went ahead and made the trip. Diana and I did make the trip up to Zilla.
Well, I want to say that as a citizen of Mapton, I think that all city council, you know, I mean, if you're sitting on here, up here, then you guys should go to all the things that you're supposed to go to, all the Mapton events, because you're a city council. You guys should be there. Why are you rolling your eyes, Vera? Okay, and another thing, are you guys supposed to be all over Facebook and stirring the pot and everything?
No, that was one of the things that was brought up at the workshop that we learned this week, and there's a lot of new things. And things at these workshops, we were told there's things changing every 6 months. So what may be good this month may change in 5 months.
Okay.
So they're always updating laws, rules, regulations for all council and mayors. So it's really important that, you know, we are engaged with all of AWC, MRSC, and anything else that has to pertain to the city.
And well, now I have another question, but it's for Councilwoman Vera. You're all over Facebook accusing us of. Hold on. What's wrong? I'm asking a question. See, this is what we get when you're all over Facebook. When I ask you a question, you say that we're being bullied. Now, you sent me on Facebook. I didn't say anything. You said that you knew me and my daughter, and that my daughter disliked you. You said my daughter didn't like you. You're not letting me finish. How do you know what I'm going to say? How do you know what I'm going to say? Why? You're done. You're on the council, but I'm done with listening because you went on and belittled me. You did it thoroughly. No, we don't.
Yes, because you guys need to understand both sides.
I do understand. I'm trying to understand both sides, but you are attacking when all we're doing is asking a question. Did you see what Patty Gable?
I am not Patty Gable, am I?
Is she your friend?
Well,
Is she your friend?
are you her friend?
No, that's the thing. That's what I'm so mad about, is that me and her were acquaintances. She's not my friend. We don't sit and have coffee or we come over to my house for dinner. I'm respecting her because she's the mayor. We should all respect her because she's the mayor.
And I think
I am trying to
I'm
respect
not
you.
talking about you. Then you don't know behind all the, you just don't know everything.
Well, then tell us.
Yeah.
Don't put it on Facebook though. Tell us here. I'm telling you to your face. I'm not talking behind your back. I'm telling you right here. You're not going to hear me talking behind your back. Well,
I did not
One.
go to
okay.
that meeting because I had prior things I had to be done by 12 or 10 through.
Okay, well, we already, that's already, but who's my daughter?
I was called, no, name, not people. This is Rosa, but I thought it was Norma.
I'm Norma.
I know now.
I'm the one that doesn't like you. I don't know anything about you.
Just leave me alone.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm gonna make a complaint. Okay.
Thank
Go
you.
get my Facebook and turn
Okay.
it all the phone
Thank you.
out. That's not going. That's not going.
I just asked if you had to go. That's what I asked. Go back and look at it. I haven't said anything negative or derogatory about you.
When she called me.
You did, actually, you told me that you weren't gonna go.
Okay, but it was a question that we asked,
Okay.
and you go on. I don't have to either, but don't put my name out there and don't put my daughter's name out there, because you don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
Now you're apologizing.
No, I did it on
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay. Thank you, Norma.
You cleaned it up. That's what you did. You cleaned it up
Okay,
to your advantage.
thank you. Thank you, Norma. Thank you, Vera. So that was a misunderstanding on my behalf, and I step up to it and I take that. You know, that was my fault. But regardless, you know, I have a lot of things to do as well, but my city comes first. No, you cannot. I'm talking right now. So the city comes, you know what, Vera, I'm tired of you stepping out of line. You're gonna respect the chambers. That is one thing that was taught to us. Okay, okay, and I said I don't, oh, that's right.
So I didn't say anything.
So to me, the city comes first. And I was voted here, I was elected to do what I have to do for everybody, and I'm doing it. I take my role seriously. So I just want you guys to know that, and I want it on the record, because I am tired of being bashed also on social media. And that's one of the things that we learned this weekend. Exactly.
Not like this.
Exactly.
And that's how it works.
Exactly. And it's sad because nobody went to that meeting, and only me and Diana know what was said and what was taking place at that meeting. So we know what we can do and what we cannot do. And this we cannot be doing. This we cannot do. We are not, we cannot be doing social media. Well, Vera, you like to attack on social media, so you need to stop
But
as
I'm
well.
not doing anything.
Okay, well, it's gonna both ways. That's why I'm saying this has got to stop. This has got to stop. This has got to stop. We have this, and I do, and I do. And I'm sorry you feel that way, that I don't, but let me just tell you.
That's the last meeting.
Exactly.
We were sitting here.
So I'm not, let me just tell you guys this right now. When I announce something, I announce it here on the record for the public and for the council. If you hear me or you don't hear me, that's not my fault at all. I did put it here and I put it on the record. I am not going to reach out to every single one of you like if we were little kids in kindergarten. We are adults and we need to start acting like it. Because you know what? We are the laughing stock of the city. And you know what? I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of going forward and being something good for the city. And that's what we all need to do. We're all here for the better of the city. Not for, yeah, I'm not here for anything, oh, Rachel this, Rachel that. No, we're here for these kids. This should not be taking place. We have young kids in here tonight watching what's going on. We need to be the example. That is our future. This needs to stop. All this social media, all this garbage, that is what it's become. Vera, you cannot be on social media. You can. No, you can't. No, you cannot. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not going to either. But you know what? It's got to stop. So we got to move forward. You know, we can't be doing this anymore. Okay, so from now on, we got to move forward. Yes, you may.
Okay, 215 4th Avenue.
Your name, please.
Irma Martinez. I think that it really does need to stop, and it needs to stop from all of you. I'm gonna say specifically, right? But it really does need to stop because you guys are our leaders. You know, you guys represent us, and you guys talk about division here and there. You divide and you divide, both of you, with all due respect. And I think that needs to change, where people voted you back in because they see potential, right? So we need to make things happen, come together and get the community to be happy and excited and talk about positive things instead of drama here, drama there, and make Mapton somebody, like, make us proud to come in here and represent our town as well. Because you guys are the people that are leaders. And like my kids, why did they have to step outside right now? There was no reason for that. But immediately they had to leave. I don't find that fair. And I do feel that there's things, and I'm not in no side. I'm not here and I'm not over here. There's things that should be, even though everything's public, opinions, talk amongst each other.
Yeah.
Start building those relationships between you guys, not between the community and making a negative amongst everybody else. I think that's the change, and the change just has to start not with us, but with you guys. And it has to happen now, honestly, because everybody is just, at least for me, when I was a candidate, you never saw me out there bashing anybody, right? If somebody had their opinion, I would never go and stand with them. You know, it was just like, because I told you since the beginning, right? I respect you very much, and not me, but like, what I'm saying is, Vera, you have over 20 years of experience, and I feel like that's what we should know you for, right? Which we do, and I respect you very much for everything that you have done for this town, right? And the love shows, right? But I also see that there's a lot of division, and you guys blame each other, but we're out here blaming you guys. So that's just something.
And I'm sorry,
Just something to think about. And I'm saying, I'm here, like, respectfully saying it to you, Vera, saying it to you, Mayor. I don't mean to, like, for you, Vera, to think, oh, Irma and the mayor, or you, Mayor, to say, oh, Irma's on Vera's side. I'm for the community. And I feel like just 5-7 people that are here, they probably think the same way. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like, guys,
Here for the community.
yeah, make the change there. Build relationships, have meetings, like, that is gonna help you guys.
Yeah.
And keep those meetings to yourself.
Well, that's just.
And if you go, and you don't post it. That's none of our business,
Well, and it is your business.
It is my business if somebody's asking you to post. Nobody's asking you to post if you went or not.
But that's
Right.
where we learn
But if it is our business, it's not to be said
on social media.
on social media. And she's right, she can be on social media, but how much can she say about city council? She can have her own page, she can do whatever she pleases, but I feel like there's confidentiality, and we need to respect that,
Well, for some reason,
because there's things that I don't need to know, that nobody needs to know.
and I understand that, but my name always gets thrown out there for some reason.
Everybody's name gets thrown out there. Everybody.
Yeah, it always comes back, oh, the mayor, and I'm like.
Even myself, when I would keep myself quiet, my name was out there.
Yeah.
And Natalie's too. Natalie's too. And I
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Anybody else?
That was with the respect that I have for everybody.
Thank you.
Hello. My name is Maria Rivera, and I live at 329 7th Avenue. And just, I just wanted to say that for the past couple of weeks, and, even more, I've been kind of driving around town, and I can honestly say that, like, the center of the town looks very nice and clean. I do see the guys, up and about cleaning around town, but I do also see a lot of houses and a lot of business. I mean, not to, like that place that had an accident and the place burned down, still there, the rubble still there. I wanted to ask, And then, you know, the old food bank and houses that are boarded up. I wanted to know who's responsible, or how do we go about having these people clean up? I know a lot of these people are not even from here, but just because they're not from here, that doesn't mean that they're just gonna leave their
Yeah.
boarded up houses and you know, clutter, you know, weeds and stuff like that. Because I feel like, you know, Mapton, it's, you know, we all know it's small, and I know that with the that guy that was, you know, running around. Yeah, he was all over the place trying to get everybody to park the right way. And I mean, even that, you know, it's funny, you know, when he went and told me, but even that made the town look nice.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we get to the apartments over there by the charity houses or apartments. I mean, you can't even drive through there because there's trailers and there's cars parked all over the place. And I know those people don't have that many cars, you know. And so what can we do to get that new year and, you know, get that town cleaned up?
Just so you know, Maria, I do reach out to the people that have the abandoned homes. I know the chief has helped me with some of the houses, like on this side of town. I don't want to say whose, but we reached out, and I do believe we do have an ordinance. We will look it up, and we will start enforcing again come the beginning of the year, and start with citations. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
And make sure that everybody who has a home that's boarded up, they need to come and take care of it, get the weeds cleaned up. I know vehicles need to be pulled once again. And so that's something that we're going to be working on come the beginning of the year. So again.
Okay, well, thank you. That's just my comment. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and Bill, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Chief?
I think it was the last council meeting where I talked about some vehicles, or looking for another patrol vehicle for in case one of ours breaks down. Benton County does not have any, Yakima County does not have any. They've been waiting at least a year to get new vehicles before they can get rid of their used vehicles. So in the near future, there's no vehicles available. And when there are, then I'll come back, try to get a price on one of them, bring it back to council, and I'll update council. Other than that, I don't have anything else. Yes. Yeah, learning it right now. So yeah, now, and the nice thing is we figured out after we got them, these are good for I believe 7 years. And our policy says that as long as the manufacturer gives it 7 years, then we don't have to get another one for 7 years. Most of the vests that are at Mapton are 5 years. So, and we also got a special, I think it was either Black Friday or Veterans Day. It was one of those days we got a big break. So instead of buying one vest, I think we pretty much bought two. And we have 7 years at least. I think it's 7 or 8, but for sure 7 years. So then you don't have to buy another one. So we did good on these vests. We got 2 of them. So now we're in compliance again. I don't provide hours because then word gets around when we work or don't work. Our hours are always changing. We don't work the same hours. So one day we're coming in yeah. People ask us all the time, but we don't like to give our hours because if everybody knows when we're working or not working, guess what's going to happen when we're not here, right? So, but it's worked great. Like I said, we move one day to the next day. It changes every single day, so you'll never see us exact same hours twice. We don't have 24-hour coverage, but the sheriff's department, Grandview and Sunnyside will come in if we're not here at any given time. So they're always going to be, if there's a disturbance, a fight, there's going to be somebody showing up. It could be State Patrol. So we still have that relationship where they're going to come in. So.
Thank you, Chief. Any council reports? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give, some mayor reports. So I am really, really happy, to announce since I've been mayor, we have had one of the wastewater public works guys that works out at wastewater. He, is Jesus, he passed his certification for level 1 for the city of Mapleton for wastewater. So I am really, really proud of him. And he does go down. He's on vacation. But I know that was something that I was always fighting for in the past, when the past mayor was here. And we always got, someone's going to take a test, someone's going to go, no one ever got tested. So I am really proud that that happened on my clock. And I'm pushing for more certifications for the public works because we really need it in all areas for the city. And I know the girls are going to be taking some as well to get certified. So I'm really pushing for that as well. I think it's really important that everybody has, you know, something or another. So for that. And also we do have our Christmas lighted parade coming up this Saturday, December 16th at 5 p.m. And we will be coming down Washington. And I kind of wanted to talk to Chief to see about coming, just doing the float down Main and going all the way back down south. So south side of town, the park down there. And then we do have a Christmas bazaar. Right now we have, I think, 15 to 18 vendors coming in that start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So they will come in at 3. Parade starts at 5, and we will be heading back to the bazaar. We want everybody to go back, take the kids. We're going to have free games for the kids and prizes. And that way the parents can shop and stuff, you know, and support the small vendors that'll be out there. We'll have Cincy, tamales, the Arts Box Elementary School. We'll have baked goods, a little bit of everything. Yeah, so we hope everybody can come out and join us for that. Okay, so with that, we're going to go ahead
I got
and
one last thing. I don't know if anybody saw the Mapleton Police Facebook page, but you can all rest assured everything's good now. We caught the Grinch. Still sitting in jail. Nobody wants to bail him out. Anyway,
bring the kids out, Santa and the Grinch. He will be out again.
for him again, I guess.
So yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we make sure we got our tracks covered. So, you know, everything we're doing is for the community. We're not making money. We're just making enough to get these things done and sponsored. Trying. We're trying. Yeah, we're trying.
Mayor, I got one last thing that I just remembered. Good job on the senior lunch that just happened this Sunday. There was a good turnout. I know Tootie, the fire department, was out delivering. Officer Shepard helped me a little bit. We did very little, but the folks that cooked and delivered the meals and made the meals, you know, it was pretty nice. Vera was there. Good job. That's part of the community, you know, coming together, doing things for the people that can't do it. And so I thought it went pretty good.
Yeah, comment real quick.
Nombre Simón Chávez, 329 Simón, 329 7. I wanted to just, you know, to let you guys know, I posted on Facebook an ad was saying if any of the senior citizens or, you know, or handicaps, anybody needs any help. I mean, I have a service truck and for the community volunteer. If car breaks down, needs to pull it, they get a flat tire. I mean, I can help in service.
Okay.
Free of charge. I mean, I'm not doing it for business or anything, just for for the community.
We'll keep that in mind because we do get people that do call.
And then, like I said, if, I posted it there, but like I said, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, I'll make sure I share that as well. So if you all have that too. Thank you.
Yeah, good job.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and, adjourn the meeting with the public. Because we're gonna be going into executive session, so, we will not be bringing the public back in. After that, we will adjourn the meeting. Okay? Thank you.
coming.
Good night. So Bill, I will go ahead and call you. Thank you, Jamin. Good night. I will
Good
call
night.
you on.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bill,
Okay.
I will call you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll get something. to do.
You wanna end it? Yeah.
It was about. 7:15 or 8:15, whatever, or 8:10. It was
8:10. Okay,
We got 20 minutes. Give us 10 o'clock.
okay. So you're gonna start it out.
So we're gonna go ahead and start this. We're gonna go ahead and start the executive session at 7:38, and we will be back.